An invisible alliance is rapidly altering the balance of power in the Middle East, and the United States is running out of ways to stop it. For decades, Iran's missile strikes were defined by their inaccuracy, mostly regional theater that rarely landed precise blows. Today, that has shifted to pinpoint precision. US and Israeli military installations are now taking direct hits that bypass standard countermeasures, striking with an accuracy that was previously unthinkable for these weapon systems. The hardware being recovered at these sites tells part of the story. The Shahed 136, or Garan-2 drone, is the primary vector for this destruction. But the drones are just the delivery mechanism. To achieve this level of accuracy, Iran is operating with a Tier 1 intelligence network, a capability far beyond the technical performance of their previous domestic programs. US intelligence reports suggest this guidance isn't coming from Tehran. Instead, Chinese space assets and Russian naval intelligence are actively feeding real-time data into the Iranian command structure. China supplies the static targets. Their advanced satellite network provides the exact geospatial coordinates of permanent US and Israeli military assets. Russia tracks the movement. By leveraging their regional naval intelligence, Moscow locates and monitors mobile American assets like aircraft and ships in the surrounding seas. This combined kill chain functions as a unified weapon system. China spots the target, Russia tracks it, and Iran fires the weapon. This three-way proxy architecture allows Moscow and Beijing to orchestrate precision strikes on US forces, without ever directly pulling a trigger or declaring war themselves. The financial toll is staggering. In Jordan, a $300 million Fed early warning radar system was destroyed by a single Iranian missile. At sea, the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group was engaged by a swarm of ballistic missiles and drones, illustrating the high human and material stakes of this new reality. That attack forced the entire carrier group to reposition to a location in Qatar, effectively pushing a primary instrument of US power projection out of the immediate conflict zone. The asymmetry is profound. $1 billion radar installation was wiped out by a single drone that costs only a tiny fraction of that amount to build. This intelligence pipeline even enabled a direct strike on the US Embassy in Riyadh, which was targeted with surprising accuracy. The United States military is now facing unsustainable multi-billion-dollar losses against inexpensive, outsourced weapons powered by superpower-level intelligence. This sustained pressure has created a logistical crisis. The United States and Israel are now facing a severe shortage of MIM-104 Patriot interceptor missiles. The economics of this exchange favor the attacker. The US is being forced to fire multi-million-dollar interceptors to stop weapons that cost less than a used car. This is a war of attrition. The strategic objective is to exhaust American defensive stockpiles by forcing the US to trade its most advanced missiles for the alliance's cheapest drones. As those stocks dwindle, the primary air defense shield protecting the Middle East moves closer to the point of exhaustion. To fill the gap, Washington is pursuing a desperate emergency response, pulling existing defense systems away from other global allies. There are active talks to physically relocate Patriot and THAAD batteries from South Korea and Japan to the Middle East. This relocation creates a window of vulnerability. The systems must be taken offline, loaded into cargo holds, and transported across the planet. This leaves troops and allies in the Pacific theater exposed, losing the very air defense umbrella designed to protect them from regional threats. By forcing America to defend the Middle East, the China-Russia alliance has succeeded in thinning out the defenses in the Pacific, creating a massive defensive void in the exact region where the next global conflict is most likely to begin.